Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this business card looking thing. I don't know where this is at, but it's not in the US. And want to know how to draw this. Well, I don't know what he needs help with. Does he need help with this, which is easy, or does he need help with this? So, ironically, I think I found this man or something pretty close to him on the internet. And when I find that's pretty close. When I find things on the internet, I typed in Clipart, silhouette, man in suit with tie sideways. And it brought that up right there. Now it's owned by Shutterstock, but you can find ones that are free or use it at your discretion. And everything else is really pretty easy. So I just took that man and you can see the bounding box. It's a clip art. And on this one too, the circle, the man is kind of like cut like that. And you could change this up quite a bit. But if we take this man and I'm going to take, you know what? Let's work in the center of the page. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. Let's hit P, put it in the center of the page. And then I'm going to take an ellipse and hit P, put it in the center of the page. But then I'm going to take that ellipse and move it. You know what? I'm going to make a duplicate of it and move it bigger, holding down the shift key to about like that. I'm going to move that one out of the, I want to change my nudge factor to something like 2 inches. Move that out of the way. And now to make this guy rounder, get the jacket or whatever. And probably the easiest thing to do is now take our man and left click, right click. And at that time you could clean up this man and like there's a little whoop-de-doo there, no big deal. Take the virtual segment delete key and you could change this, but I think it really adds to it. And then we could take and fill this man in. And now, because I nudged, I'm going to nudge. Well, it's not going to work perfectly. But what we can do now is take our man and group it together, take both these and go EC. Well, it's not really as much in the center as I wanted to, but you could just move it to wherever you think, because we need to put a needle. So I just went to the, it's a tailor shop and there's a needle with a little thread through it. And I just took a needle with a thread going through it. Clip art is pretty good. So what I'm going to do, I don't need this heart. So I'm going to get my crop tool, make sure this is selected. If you don't have it selected, it will delete or crop out everything else on your page. And now I'm going to instead of tracing all that, I'm just going to trace what I have clipped art and then I'm going to go, see that white right there? I'm going to go remove color from entire image. And now it's transparent. And now we have a needle. And I think this thing is kind of right on his shirt. We can take it and let's mirror it the other way. Well, we're going to have to rotate it. We're going to have to make it smaller still. You know what? It's still showing a bounding box. I did the wrong one. So whenever you see that bounding box, be careful, because you don't want any bounding box, because that could cause a problem with color, especially when you're printing cards. And then you could play with this. I don't know if you're trying to match this perfectly. Or just get something similar. You could put it down in here. And I'm not going to waste too much time on it, but there's that copy. Now, in this one, the outline is a little thicker and the colors are different. And, that's so easy to change. We're going to make this thing like 2 points. I'm going to make everything black. So I'm going to right-click black. We could take this and go down to it had like a gold needle, make it like that. And if you wanted it to cut into a shirt like the other one, where this is at a corner, you could very easily do that, just like I did the circle. And I think that looks pretty good. So then I would group that together, Control G. The other stuff, same thing. I grabbed a phone off the internet. See how big it is? I'm going to reduce it in size. I truly think it helps Corel trace. I'm going to go to trace bitmap, outline, trace, clip art, and it does it really good. Traces it. Now you don't have a bounding box. I could go and go up to object, ungroup it, take away that white, and actually in the drawing, the phone is all dark except for the outline of the. So I've already done it. Here it is right here. You can't really see it when it's zoomed out, but there's a phone. I'm just going to go through a couple of these. I couldn't really find a handset, but I took this and you can see it's a bounding box. And there is some watermarks on this one. So just use them at your discretion or find one that's free. I just did it for time. And see, now you got this, but now we can go up to left click, no fill, right click outline. We just want that phone. And if we see there's a watermark, I'm not saying use that, especially if you're going to use it for a business card. So, but you can surely find one that doesn't have it. And I'm going to just kind of fill in these parts. No, that's not going to leak. And let's see what happens if I fill in the headset, and look at that. Now we have the lines in there, left click, right click, couple things we can do. I think this needs to be filled. Well, I missed that. But if you fill this in or stop, I'm going to go from right there to right there. Then you could just take your virtual segment delete key and delete that. Well, can't do that. But what we can do now that we can do that, we can't delete that. But wait, a way you can do that is take a rectangle and fill in the rectangle, move the rectangle over. Well, somehow it's still got in there. Oh, my line. You know what? I could have probably deleted it. I'm going to use the 3-point curve line this time. Make sure I go from node to node. And you'd probably want to curve it. So now I bet I can delete those lines, and I can. And there you have a phone headset, much like that. And all I did was angle it and put a circle around it and make it white. That's so easy. Take that and rotate it a little bit. You could actually left click, right click, bring in a circle, hit P. Well, don't hit P, unless you're going to put it in the center of the page. But you could just move this circle around and say everything else is, the card has blue, but now that's a little bit off. Whoop. That's what happens when you use the Smart Fill tool. Maybe put that a little more in the center. I've just got a couple more to do. And then if he needs some more help with the other stuff, this one right here, you've already got a phone. So you can take this phone from here, and this is actually a preset underneath on your polygon tool, your common shapes. Yours might say basic shape, and this is like a call out. And if you hold down your control button, it'll get kind of perfectly round. And all your basic shapes, or most of them, have this red dot, so you can make the thing shorter. You can change the angle. You can do whatever you want to with it. And if we can put it down at the bottom, much like that, make it a little bit bigger, put our phone in it. That might be the, I'm just looking, I need to make this a little smaller, because then I'll put a circle around it. That might be like a symbol for text or a voicemail maybe. So you just do, you know what? It's kind of hard to center that because of that part. But you just get pretty close. I'm going to change my nudge factor to 0.01 and grab that. And now you can just minutely nudge it to get it in the center or somewhat. And then what I would do is take that line, make it something thicker than a hairline. I'd go ahead and go to object, break or convert the outline to an object. I'm going to left click, right click. Why is it still looking red? There we go. And then on that one, the phone, everything's white except for the black, and just take your smart fill tool and fill these two things in. I should have made that line a little bit thicker. The only thing I think he would need help with is this, and this is really easy. I couldn't really find anything on the internet, but you could take this off the card and make this pretty easy. And to make that, I would make a copy of your card, move it over here with it selected again. You've got to have it selected, everything, all your work will disappear. And get the crop tool and just crop out that little bit. You know, don't have Corel trace a whole lot. It doesn't trace real well, but we can fix it. Outline trace, Clipart, and you can change that, you know, make it whatever you want. Now this is a little bit not perfect. It's pretty close. This, I am going to go to the center of the page. Let me move these out of the way and hit P, put it in the center of the page. It's going to help you a lot to be in the center of the page. I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to take a 2-point line. Whoop, I had my 3-point curve line. My 2-point line, and just, I'm going to hit P. Now the whole thing's not in the center because of these, but what I'm going to do, we can do a little better centering if we take our virtual segment delete key and delete these lines, and then take this and hit P. See how I brought it more to the center? I don't care that it's not touching the top. This side is worse, so I'm going to take the virtual segment delete key and delete this side. And then before I do anything, I'm going to take this thing and go to the shape tool and get my smoothing tool. I'm going to set it like on 0.12. I don't want too big. And then I'm just going to grab it. When you grab it, you'll see the nodes, and just make it a little bit more flowing. Control D to make a duplicate. Hold down the shift key and move it over, or the control key basically. Take that away. Now you do have a possibility of a leak, so take a rectangle and just fill that in, and we don't have any leaks. And then, you know, anything from here, it's got 2 lines on it, and I would actually, you know, bring it into my card, and let's get the card down here. I mean, that's just standard. You know, they're actually different. This one has a ball. You know, just make a line going out from here, holding down the control button. Make it a little bit more toward there. Let's make it like 4 points. Well, I made it so big. Let's go 16 points. I'm going to go ahead and hit F12 with the keyboard and take rounded corners. I think it'll look better. Now I'm going to go to object, convert the outline to an object. I'm going to left click, right click, and get that. And then it had like some sort of little ball in the middle. So I'm just going to take a ball, and you could do, get your pick tool and move this kind of more to the center. You could actually put it on that node, then you know it's in the center. And then just take that and weld it, and you have a line. Might be a little bit too thick, but just Control D. Now, mirroring it won't work because it's going to stop right there, but you could just put it right there, and here's a way to make sure they're equal. Hit them with the shift key and put P. That made them both equal on they need to probably come down a little bit. But anyway, I think the rest of it, you know, that right there, I made it, you know, really quickly. It's not exactly, but just take, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Common shapes or basic shapes. Now, you know what I'm not going to do? Well, you know what? That might be pretty close. That is pretty close. Then mirror it upside down. Put a dot in it. And you would want to make sure you do this more perfectly. And just put that. And if you look, everything's white except for those two dark. And just go black, black. Let's see how close we are. Control G to group it. Well, where's our car? Way over here. And I'm guessing that's telling you it's a part of the, now theirs is a little bit better, but there's several ways to make that shape. And if we look at them kind of side by side, it's going to be so small on a card. Who's going to know? But in just a few more minutes, this is easy. Just draw some curved lines. And if he needs help on that, he'll let me know. This person actually emailed me. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday, and thank you for watching.